We've all heard the story of Henny Penny, sometimes known as Chicken Little. And Henny Penny is walking about eating corn under a tree when suddenly an acorn falls on top of her head. And she mistakes it for a piece of the sky having fallen on her head and sets out immediately to warn the king. And along the road, she picks up all kinds of fellow fowl who are caught up in this general hysteria that the sky is falling, which is her most famous line, until they meet in the road Foxy Loxy, who cleverly lures them all one at a time into his cave and eats them every one, until he gets to almost the last, that's Coxy Loxy, who gives a cock-a-doodle until Coxy Loxy is eaten, and this warns Henny Penny, and then she is able to escape. Now, the moral of the story is that sometimes a mistaken belief can lead to a general state of hysteria that does not have a good ending. Now, this story has been around for 25 centuries, which suggests that it is probably pretty common in the human experience. Perhaps you know, or perhaps you have someone now, maybe it's your boss, who's a bit like this, is constantly warning of all the bad things that are going to happen and makes everyone else's life miserable by micromanaging or doing whatever it needs to be done about this state of the sky falling. Now, there is a wonderful story in Zen, which is represented in the calligraphy shown here, which reads, Tanashiki kana, itsumo buji naki wa, which means how joyous, not a care in the world. Now, buji naki, or sometimes the word buji ni in Japanese, literally means nothing happening or nothing of concern, no incidents, no drama. And it would seem like an ordinary state, but it refers to a state of carefreeness based on lack of being upset and the gratitude for the wonderful things that we have just as they are. And perhaps this calligraphy, or this Zen story, can then be an antidote to the Henny Penny syndrome or the Chicken Little syndrome. And I hope that you can take this into your life and not be caught up in the general panic that the news and the media are constantly trying to draw us into.